hours of non-stop.
New Aquafresh Flex Tip, the one with an extra yellow tip that helps clean hard-to-get-to places ordinary brushes may miss. Aquafresh Flex Tip adapts for a custom clean.
Introducing America Online new version 5.0. Now it's easier to stay in touch and even easier to get started. AOL new version 5.0. Sign up today.
Speak. In Mexico, Chihuahua dogs never speak.
Come to Mexico for every reason, any season.
Thousand reasons to join KATU on New Year's Eve for last run and first run. 2 runs on the same night.
Because everyone's going to want our shirt this year. Check out the logo. Don't forget it. 2 runs, 2 walks, the last of 1 century, the first of next, or however that goes. And I got to tell you, everybody's going to want this year's first run, last run sweatshirt. You can only get it in one place, friends.
This New Year's fun brought to you by Les Schwab Tire Centers.
Tonight on Access Hollywood, Streisand's New Year's Eve blowout is not sold out.
Barbra Streisand's having to eat a little humble pie.
Full coverage on which hitmakers are still scrambling to fill their stadiums for the big night.
Seinfeld surprise New Year's plans that don't include his week-old bride.
Hear the news Puff Daddy broke to me hours after he got out of jail.
She's, absolutely appalled and shocked.
And is his relationship with Jennifer Lopez over?
That was basically the worst times.
While Robin Williams was left gasping for air.
Matt Damon mobbed. Details on the frightening moment from his Mr. Ripley co-star.
And then there'd be like 1,000 screaming, sweaty girls all trying to get at him.
That's why they call him the talented Mr. Ripley. This is Access Hollywood for December 29th, 1999.
The musical Millennium hits a snag. Hello, everyone. I'm Sean Robinson in for Nancy O'Dell.
Hi, Sean. Welcome. Hi, folks. I'm Pat O'Brien. And the Y2K ticket trouble is what's happening right now in Hollywood. And why are there too many tickets still available for the biggest acts in the music business? Barbra Streisand's got empty seats. Bette Midler fans are missing. And Rod Stewart's got rows to fill. What's the deal? We're canvassing the concert scene. Jewel's big Alaskan gig canceled. After selling only 1,000 of the 8,000 seats, New York Celebration 2000 with Sting, Aretha Franklin, and Tom Jones also canceled due to poor ticket sales. And that's not all. 2 days before New Year's Eve, Barbra Streisand and Bette Midler are surprisingly not sold out in Vegas. What's going on here? Entertainment Weekly's Chris Willman says, well, it's all a matter of money.
Concert promoters and bands really overestimated people's willingness to sit in the back row of an arena on New Year's Eve and pay top dollar for it.
Vegas is particularly hard hit. They've got the big names, Barbara, Bette, Elton John, and Tina Turner, Rod Stewart. But prices are very high, between $500 and $2,500 for Streisand, between $400 and $1,000 for Rod Stewart. Add to that extremely high hotel prices, and you've got one expensive night, according to the Las Vegas Sun's Joe Delaney.
But when you say $4,000 for 3 nights, that's enough to scare away almost everybody if they're going to pay retail.
In L.A., sales are sluggish for the high-priced Eagles show, to the shock of ticket agent Amir Khaligi.
I'm surprised by the Eagles. We thought it was going to be a big to-do. It's a New Year's, even with the face values of tickets being so high. they're not selling.
But there are a few bright spots. Husband and wife Tim McGraw and Faith Hill have sold out in Nashville. Only a few seats are left for Celine Dion's farewell show in Montreal. And Billy Joel is expected to fill Madison Square Garden. He says there's nothing like New York on New Year's Eve.
There's all these crazy people jamming into Times Square. Why are they there? Don't ask me, but there they are. So the Garden seemed like a good idea.
To his tonic and gin.
Well, the kickoff to the 21st century may be a little slow on the concert scene, but overall, it was a record-breaking year in music, according to Pollstar. 1999 was a $1.5 billion year for live acts, with the top 50 acts averaging about $43 a ticket. The Rolling Stones took first place with $65 million in ticket sales. Bruce Springsteen is in second place with $61 million, and NSYNC grabbed third with $52 million in sales. And music's Millennium Man is gearing up for his Y2K concert. Tomorrow we'll take you to the nation's capital as Will Smith shows us his big Millennium plans.
Well, Pat, MTV is planning one bizarre Millennium stunt, the Bunker Project. Now, what happens when 6 strangers get locked into a bunker for a week leading up to New Year's Eve? You can find out for yourselves as Y2 Chaos unfolds on the internet and right here.
This is the real deal down here. We're really learning how to survive.
Meet the Bunker Knots, human guinea pigs who'll spend New Year's Eve locked away in this subterranean bunker deep in the heart of Times Square.
They've been in since December 26th, Sunday, and they will come out, if we all survive, after midnight on January 1st.
Currently undergoing survival training courtesy of the U.S. Army, and with enough food and water to survive an epic millennial disaster, the 6 strangers could be the planet's future gene pool.
You might be looking at the new world leaders right here. That's correct. Yes. Frightening as it might be.
In return for landing a spot in the bunker, which comes complete with a shower, toilet, and TV, the Bunker Knots will also subject themselves to around-the-clock surveillance, real-world style, via MTV's website, where their every move, thought, and fear will be accessible online.
There's approximately 9 web cameras. 7 are always live 24/7. Covers every move they make, except the shower in the bathroom. We allowed them to have that privacy at least.
Hopefully we'll see you on January 1st.
Whoa, but MTV blasts into the millennium with MTV 2 Large, a giant bash with everyone from No Doubt to 98 Degrees jamming into their Times Square studio. And tomorrow we'll take you on a grand tour of the Y2K set. Pat.
Sean, will Puff Daddy perform at MTV's Bash? We've got the answer. Meantime, it is day 3 in the Puff Daddy scandal, and today we hear from the man himself. Sean Puffy Combs called us to set the record straight about his involvement in the incident he'll never forget. Pat, this is the worst year of my life. The words spoken to me by Puff Daddy on the phone after his arrest for Monday's New York nightclub incident. Puffy emphatically told me that he believes within a short time his name will be cleared 100%. But today, the fallout continues. Sources are reporting that while they were detained, Puffy's girlfriend, Jennifer Lopez, was screaming across the police station at Puffy, quote, "Look at the trouble you got me into."
Totally untrue.
Today, we went straight to Puff Daddy's lawyer, Harvey Slovis, who also says, contrary to reports of Jennifer refusing to speak to Puffy since being released, that not only has the couple talked, she's been very supportive.
All your reports about them being separated, fighting, screaming, all untrue.
The best indicator of the status of the pair's relationship will come in just 2 days. The star-crossed couple is scheduled to attend the Models of the Millennium Party at this New York club. And as we told you yesterday, Puff Daddy's still got to go to perform live at MTV's Bash.
Confirmation, Puff Daddy will be here performing on that very stage at MTV New Year's Eve. It's a definite.
Lopez has already taped a message for the MTV show. Whether she's there with her man remains to be seen. Regardless, Slovis thinks he knows why Jennifer has such a strong bond with the troubled music mogul.
He's a good person, and I see a side of him that would that makes me care about him. And I have no doubt that's why she cares about him. What I'm trying to get across to you is that the public persona about Sean Puffy Combs is wrong. I am 100% confident that my client is innocent.
And as we reported, Sean is scheduled to appear in court on February 14th to face the charges.
Well, from what we hear, Jessica is not going to be part of his traditional New Year's Day out with the boys.
It's Seinfeld's celebration plans. Married just 4 days, and already Jerry Seinfeld and new wife Jessica Sklar will spend some time apart. That's according to People magazine's Maria F.D. Miatis.
Jerry has a tradition with several of his very close friends, and every New Year's Day they have lunch together at the same restaurant in Brooklyn, and this year nothing's changing.
But don't fret, fans. Jerry and Jessica will ring in the millennium together at a party at their New York apartment. Coming up on Access Hollywood, the British beefcake, who is now Matt Damon's big screen rival.
God, yeah, what a compliment.
Get personal with Matt Damon's scene-stealing co-star.
They're always worried about hyperventilation, about, just being contained, breathing your own carbon dioxide.
Robin Williams' special effects disaster.
Denzel just got nominated for a Golden Globe, and he has a 15-year-old to thank. The incredible true story is coming up.
Access Hollywood brought to you by the Honda Civic. Looking for a good time?
The exciting thing about this ride isn't the 90-foot drop. It's the woman in the front seat. She's got asthma, but she's got help. Help control your asthma with Singulair. It's a single tablet daily that's not a steroid. It's also available for children 6 and older. Ask your doctor about adding once-a-day Singulair and help control your asthma. Singulair should not be used to treat acute asthma attacks. Continue taking your other asthma medicines unless your doctor tells you to stop or change the dose. If symptoms get worse, contact your doctor at once. Side effects are generally mild and may include headache, flu, and stomach pain. Read the consumer information your doctor or pharmacist can provide. Help control your asthma with Singulair.
You're not taking any chances. You take a calcium supplement, but which one? Citracal or Oscal? It takes 2 big Citracals to surpass the absorbable calcium in only 1 Oscal. And Oscal's been proven effective in more clinical studies. Don't take chances, take Oscal.
Big news on the Clooney return to ER. Get the surprise answer on will he be back? Find out tomorrow only on Access Hollywood.
Empower yourself to do good things. Try some of these.
We're counting down to the year 2000. Believe in the power of you.
Brought to you by Hollywood Video, Winter Wonderland, and K2.
Hello, my name's Terry Baker. I'm a Vietnam veteran. Today, many of America's veterans face a silent enemy, a blood-borne disease called hepatitis C. Symptoms can remain hidden for more than 20 years, even as the disease destroys their livers. Why are veterans at risk? Wounded soldiers receive blood transfusions. Medics and nurses were exposed to the blood of the men and women that they treated. The consequences? Exposure to blood infected with the virus that can lead to cirrhosis of the liver, liver cancer, and even death. Roughly 1 out of 8 U.S. veterans have hepatitis C, and they're not the only ones at risk. Overall, an estimated 4 million Americans are affected, and most still don't know it. Recently, I learned I had the hepatitis C virus. Then I learned all the facts, not only about treatments that could save my life, but also how not to transmit the virus to others. Please get tested, get treated, if not for yourself, for your family.
The box office is booming overseas, and right now, Arnold Schwarzenegger's new movie, End of Days, which just recently opened, is proving Arnold is still the man. The movie has already made over $57 million. Bond is still big, as The World Is Not Enough is over $100 million. But the king of the overseas box office jungle is Tarzan, which opened months ago and has swung past the $200 million mark. Pat.
King of the Jungle. All right, Robin Williams and his Bicentennial Man have made over $26 million in just 12 days. And Robin has pulled out all of the special effects stops for this film. We're behind the scenes to show you how movie masters made Robin the Robot truly come to life in today's Lights, Camera, Access Hollywood.
And we had to make sure that we didn't kill him.
In the movie Bicentennial Man, Robin Williams wears a 30-pound plastic robot suit. Special effects designer Steve Johnson says his most important challenge was keeping the $20 million funny man alive.
I mean, they're always worried about hyperventilation, about, just being contained, breathing your own carbon dioxide. And after a while, but they could pop the face off, which was great.
Good night, everybody.
I'll be there, bring Jesse Ventura.
That wasn't the only thing designers worried about. They also needed to come up with a way to keep Williams from overheating while locked inside the plastic suit of armor for hours at a time.
He basically had an air conditioning unit inside of his head that was operated by remote control. So to keep him cool, we had little tiny fans that were going on in the head.
Another thing operated by remote control was Robin's facial expressions, including his eyebrows and eyes.
When I press this, for instance, it's sending a signal to the motor that operates the eye blink.
In one hand alone, there are 500 moving parts. Then there's the hydraulic pistons that help extend the arms. But the joint designers had the most trouble with was the shoulder.
We couldn't even figure that out ourselves, so we ultimately went to NASA and borrowed a little bit of their research for the Mars experimental suits, and basically just took their shoulder design and incorporated it into this.
I saw the inner me.
And if you think Mars is far out, you won't believe where they found the soft, stretchy tissue they used for Robin's face.
I happened upon this material, which is a thermal gel plastic. It's actually used in the sex toy industry. You can see it's pretty amazing stuff, and it constantly bounces back.
You may want to catch Robin now in this movie because he tells us he's taking a break from the business. Robin's made 20 movies in the past 8 years and now wants to return to his stand-up comedy roots. Sean?
Well, Pat, an absolute stunner, an emotional knockout, and one of the most profound films of the year. That's what critics are saying about The Hurricane and its heavyweight star, one of my favorites, Denzel Washington. Today, we've got the remarkable story about the boy who helped the real Reuben Hurricane Carter get out of prison, and the reason Carter is calling this movie a total KO.
Only Denzel Washington, he's the only person in the whole wide world who could have made that portrayal right and correct.
Here comes the story of the hurricane.
Denzel Washington plays Reuben Hurricane Carter, a professional boxer whose career was cut short in 1966 after he was arrested along with another man for the murders of 3 people. Carter spent nearly 2 decades behind bars before his conviction was overturned and he was freed.
Hate put me in prison. Love's gonna bust me out.
This 15-year-old, Lesra Martin, started a crusade for Carter's freedom after reading Carter's emotional autobiography, which he wrote in prison.
You think I killed those people, son? No, I know you didn't.
The real Lesra Martin, now 36 and a prosecutor in Canada, and the actor who plays him, Vicella Shannon, say this is a movie of hope, redemption, and fate.
I think one have to believe that fate and determination and divine intervention and all those things had something to do with it, but I don't know that for certain.
But Vicellus is certain that Reuben Hurricane Carter was vindicated after fighting the toughest fight of his life, the fight for his freedom.
That happened when Reuben walked out of the courtroom.
Well, The Hurricane, which is an incredibly compelling film, opens today in select cities and is up for 3 Golden Globe Awards, well-deserved, Best Actor, Best Director, and Best Picture.
Next on Access Hollywood.
Because, you know, skinny English people don't get away with being hunks.
He went from scrawny high school dropout to Matt Damon's big screen competition.
Are you ready to go into that superstar stratosphere?
Nancy introduces you to the talented Jude Law. Coming up.
I talked to his secretary. He can't make it.
What do you mean he can't make it?
I mean, he can't make it.
Well, if he can't make it, then we got to reschedule the meeting. I mean, this whole project was his idea. If he sees the numbers from research, he's not going to be happy.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I get physically sick looking at these numbers. Tom, could you hold on a second?
Looking for a good time?
Okay, Tom, about the meeting.
The Civic from Honda.
In nature, we see reflections of our children. The tree is the strong one, the ocean rambunctious and untamed, and the sky the absolute dreamer. Like our children, each brings something wonderful and unique. They add color, they bring life, but most of all, they amaze. They can be as large as a mountain or as small as a blade of grass. Yet in the eyes of importance, They're all the same size. And to choose the sky over the water would be like choosing one child over the next. An impossibility as large as the world itself. Earthshare, the world's leading environmental groups working together. To learn how you and your employer can help, please visit our website.
Everyone has their own idea of a hero.
Magic Johnson. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Mr. Neil.
My hero, Gloria Stefan.
Martin Luther King. Mr. Hope.
These are teachers, but to the kids they've reached, they're heroes. They've given them hope. They've given them choices. They've changed their lives.
Well, the children are the heroes.
The most fulfilling thing is watching a child succeed.
I just like to help them make their dreams come true.
Teachers have the power to wake up young minds, to be heroes, to make a difference. Reach for that power. Teach. If you want to make an impact on our future, call 1-800-45-TEACH.
Mr. Wilkins.
Mrs. Eisenhower. Mr. Adam.
Be a teacher. Be a hero.
Welcome back. Glad you're with us. In Dollars and Deals, record stores are jammed all over the country as the holidays mean record sales. We have the huge SoundScan numbers as DMX says, and then there was X, sold almost 700,000 records in just 1 week. Celine Dion, All the Way, A Decade of Song, sold 640,000 records. And in third, the Backstreet Boys, Millennium, sold 562,000 records. Remember, all these records sold in just 1 week. Now we have the network Evening News yearly ratings, and the bragging rights belong to NBC's Nightly News with Tom Brokaw with 10.25 million viewers a night. In second, ABC's World News Tonight with Peter Jennings with 10.18 million viewers. And in third, the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather with 8.86 million viewers. And that's the way it is.
My colleague, Walter Cronkite there. Well, Matt Damon scores high ratings from the critics in his $20 million plus hit film, The Talented Mr. Ripley. But it's his oh-so-sexy British co-star that will knock your socks off. His name is Jude Law, and while he perfects an American accent as Dickie Greenleaf, he perfected his body to play this role to the bone. Our lucky Nancy O'Dell sat down with the talented Mr. Law.
If you're not at my place by 7 o'clock, Tom and I are running off together.
Okay, fine.
Oh, you know Matt, you know Gwyneth, then you are about to know Jude Law.
People are calling you today's Cary Grant. What a nice compliment.
God, yeah, what a compliment. Well, I hope, yeah, wow. I don't talk like Cary Grant, though, do I?
Considering he's English, no, he doesn't. But the one-time high school dropout is getting a lot of attention, going side by side. Hollywood's own heartthrob, Matt Damon.
Everybody should have one talent. What's yours?
We reported that Matt had to drop 20 pounds to play the talented Mr. Ripley, but Jude had to do just the opposite.
I hate going to the gym, but for this, I wanted to build up. Because, you know, skinny English people don't get away with being hunks, do you know what I mean? And I was like, so I was eating loads of food and squeezing as much kind of muscle into my puny body as I could. And he was, meanwhile, running on the running machine, trying to sweat all his Americana off.
It worked. Both men just received a Golden Globe nomination, and critics are calling this Jude's breakout role.
Are you ready to go into that superstar stratosphere where everybody's gonna know the name, know the face?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm someone who deals with things when they happen. It's like I never expect anything of anything, really, because then you're disappointed.
Well, Jude did get some first-hand lessons on the set. According to co-star Kate Blanchett, Matt stirred up quite the fan frenzy during filming.
A lot of the times it was like doing street theater because, you know, there'd be us, the actors, being surrounded by the crew, and then there'd be like 1,000 screaming, sweaty girls all trying to get at him.
Well, Matt Damon is on to his next movie, The Legend of Bagger Vance, co-starring Will Smith. And Jude has signed on to his next role also. He'll star with Shakespeare in Love actor Joseph Fiennes in Enemy at the Gates. By the way, today is Jude's birthday, so happy 27th. Pat.
Indeed. Now, coming up next, our moment with David Letterman as a supermodel brings in something tasty for Dave to try. And what's that happening in Hollywood? Only we can tell you. It's all coming up.
Welcome an exchange student into your family. Learn about another culture in a fun and exciting way with Youth for Understanding International Exchange.
I'm finding myself wanting to learn more and more about other countries, and it's really interesting.
I love learning new things and sharing my culture.
These students bring something to the school that doesn't come from books.
While your exchange student brings their world and customs into your lives, you get to share our great country with them.
I guess I only thought you could love your own, but it's just been a great experience for all of us.
Go global. Call 1-800-TEENAGE for this free booklet. Learn how you can welcome a Youth for Understanding exchange student into your community.
We've learned so much, and very close friends of ours have now decided to host also.
He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me not. He loves me not. He loves me not.
Actually, that's how it can feel when you're in a relationship and suffering from depression. That's because depression and some of its treatments can take a toll on your most intimate relationship. At a time when you need all the support you can get, don't give up. There are treatment options for this serious and real medical illness, which is why I offer one important word of advice. Talk. Talk to your healthcare professional. Talk to your partner. Talk to us. You can regain your life and your relationship.
Closed captioning and other consideration for Access Hollywood provided by...
I'm serious when it comes to wrinkles, so I use new line eraser from L'Oreal Paris.
The most serious anti-wrinkle action you may ever take.
Yet so gentle, you can use it every night.
With retinol, the purest form of vitamin A.
To help erase first lines, fine lines, even those lines we've learned to live with.
Objective measurements show results in just 4 weeks.
And that's enough, even for skeptics like me. So use it nightly and lose the lines.
New line eraser with pure retinol from L'Oreal Paris.
Because I'm worth it.
Menopause affects you in more ways than one. That's why new Caltrate Plus Soy does more. It has soy isoflavones to help ease the effects of menopause and the calcium you need to help fight menopausal bone loss. New Caltrate Plus Soy, the Caltrate for menopause.
Welcome back, everybody. It's time for tonight's moment. Isabella Rossellini found out that her new makeup line is quite tasty. Here's what happened last night on The Late Show with David Letterman when the actress tried to talk cosmetics with Dave, and Dave had his own ideas on what to do with her makeup.
How would this go? You just did a little like that?
Like, no, but yes, but what is it? Yeah, and then you put it on your skin, and... But it must be good. Is it good to eat? That's another way to use it.
Damn. Wow, that's good. Pretty good.
I tell you, Dave must have an iron stomach.
That's why his tonsils look so good. I'm going to show you something else that looks pretty good. The world-famous Hollywood sign. There it is being lit up in Hollywood last night. This was a rehearsal for the big moment, which will occur at midnight New Year's Eve. And the mayor of Los Angeles will hit a switch, and the sign will light up.
As you know, this will be the first time the Hollywood sign has been lit up since the Summer Olympics back in 1984. And if you were there, you know it is a spectacular sight, so this will be some night.
That's it for us.
Good night.
On the next Access Hollywood...
You want to see what we're going to do?
As we count down to the millennium, we've got the stars' plans. Oh, not for a good time, but how to prevent a bad time. The stars talk millennium security.
Come with me. Keep rolling.
All right. We'll get to what Peter is up to in a moment. But first, we've got Will Smith's New Year's Eve plans in Washington, D.C. with the leader of the free world. Let me say this right now. They're not worried about bottled water or electricity at that party, and crashing this one would be a problem. Peter Jennings is working New Year's Eve, too. He's the marathon man with a full day of coverage. He'll give us a tour of his big set. We'll find out if the world is flat. He will be the Jerry Lewis of Millennium Madness. So, there you have it. Their What If ATM Doesn't Work plan. Will he bring Ed McMahon? Till next time, thanks for watching.
I never worked for Access Hollywood here.
Good night, everybody.
KATU and US West DEX are proud to bring you DEXCEL and Reading, a commitment to literacy, a commitment to local children. Here's one way you can join us.
Support First Book, a program giving disadvantaged kids a chance to own and read their very first books. With your help, more children will discover the magic of reading. Call this number to learn more.
We're opening young minds to new worlds. DEXCEL and Reading, proudly presented by US West
Eastern on CNN.
The excitement of buying a new car never gets old. And if you go here, finding that new car or truck will never be easier. Search your new car by year, make, model, and price. You can even research warranty, road test, and safety information. So if there's a new car on your horizon, go here. AutomallUSA.com.
Men, do you want to see your abs and increase muscle definition? Women, how would you like a toned body with cellulite-free hips and thighs? Turn these visions into reality with the best-selling video, Fitness Made Simple, hosted by fitness celebrity John Bastow.
In 8 weeks, I totally transformed my body from this to this. Fitness Made Simple worked for me, and it can work for you too.
Order Fitness Made Simple by calling toll-free and be on the way to building the body of your dreams.